the NWA TNA. Are you ready for 2 hours of total non-stop action from the National Wrestling Alliance? It's the eve of Independence Day 2002, and appropriately enough, you should be prepared for fireworks, both inside the ring as well as outside. Once again, everyone, from ringside, I'm Mike Tenay, joined by Don West and Ed Ferrara. In this program, the first title defenses for the NWA World's Heavyweight Champion Ken Shamrock and the X Division title holder AJ Styles. Shamrock to face Malice, Styles to face David Young. In addition, we will crown new NWA World Tag Team Champions in a one-night tournament. And speaking of tag teams, Don West, we're going to settle the score, because in a tag team main event, it's going to be Scott Hall joining forces with Brian Christopher against Jeff Jarrett and K-Crush.
You know, Jeff Jarrett and K-Crush have been running their mouths for the past 2 weeks. And I know me for one, I'm looking forward to seeing Scott Hall and Brian Christopher put an end to this once and for all tonight.
Whoa. What do you mean put an end to this once and for all? Running their mouths. It seems to me that Jeff Jarrett and K-Crush both were on the wrong end of the results the last couple of weeks. They both were in matches where you had K-Crush was triple teamed by Sterling Marlin and Hermie, Sadler and Brian Christopher. You had Jeff Jarrett was double teamed by Scott Hall and Toby Keith. Tonight, we're going to see a little vengeance for Jarrett and K-Crush. Mark my words.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, I would like to introduce to you the president of the NWA, Mr. Jim Miller. And Jim, I understand you have an important announcement to make.
It's a pleasure to be here tonight. As you know, I wasn't able to make the first show. I was doing a tour over in Japan. I was asked by TNA to keep looking for some talent, and I felt that I have found some great people to bring to TNA. So I have a little surprise for you tonight.
Tell us, what's a surprise?
Well, before we go to the surprise, let me hand you something from the NWA. The NWA like to present you this trophy and welcome TNA to the family of the National Wrestling Alliance.
Well, Jim, thank you very much. Speaking for everyone associated with the NWA TNA, we certainly appreciate this gracious gesture, but please tell us about the surprise that you have for us.
Well, one of the things, as I was over in Japan for about, it was an 8-day tour, I met up with a big Japanese guy, about 285 pounds, 6'4", and I think what we're gonna do is next week, right here on TNA, we're gonna have a championship match with a gentleman by the name of Omori.
And Omori will face the winner of tonight's matchup involving Ken Shamrock and Malice for the NWA title next week right here on TNA.
That's it. Next week, right here on TNA, Omori and the winner of the World Championship NWA match tonight.
Jim, thanks very much for joining us. What do you say we get things kicked off? Let's send it to JB in the ring.
Your opening contest for NWA Total Nonstop Action is a first-round qualifying match for the NWA Tag Team Championships of the World. About to make their way to the ring at a combined weight of 435 pounds, Cowboy, James Storm, and Chris Harris.
Hey guys, how about 7 days ago when the team of Harris and Storm on last-minute notice defeated the Rainbow Express?
Unbelievable comeback they did.
Quick. No, we don't have time for that. Just leave your stuff here. I'll get it to the back. Just go to the ring, take your shirts off. Just go like that. Right now, just go. Who knows what they're going to pull out of there?
And their opponents, being led to the ring by Mortimer Plumtree, the tag team of Richard and Rod, the Johnsons.
The stars are shining bright. The planets are in alignment. And tonight, 1,000 events culminate in this very moment. It is not the want for a need. It is not the want, need, or want. It is a God-given divine right that my two servants, Richard and Rod, step into this ring, do my bidding, claim my crown, and gild me in gold. Dear hearts and kind people, I give to you my NWA World Tag Team Champions, the Johnsons.
Well, this is a first round matchup in the tag team tournament where tonight we will crown new NWA World Tag Team Champions. We saw the highlights from 1 week ago when this team, Wildcat Chris Harris and the Tennessee Cowboy James Storm, on virtually no notice, came to the ring. They defeated the Rainbow Express, and we understand from talking to the NWA representatives that was very crucial when they made the decision on who would be involved in this tournament matchup, and that allowed the team of Storm and Harris to be a part of this great tournament.
It was a total Cinderella story for the two of them, but now they're in there against a team that had a chance to prepare for them. See, that's what the problem was last week today. They went in there, they were the surprise entrants. The Rainbow Express did not have a chance to prepare for Storm and Harris. They had prepared for the Dubs, but now they're in there against the Johnsons. Two big, rough, tough individuals, 6'2" tall, 7'1" if they're glad to see you.
Yes! Harris!
Wildcat Chris Harris raining down a series of left hands. Of course, we've discovered in the past few weeks that the Harvard-educated Mr. Mortimer Plumtree, who you just heard from, has quite a sordid history with the brothers Johnson. Oh, duck under the clothesline.
Nice move, nice move.
Tilt-a-whirl, flying hit scissors takeover by Storm on, well, whichever Johnson you prefer, whether it be Richard or Rod.
I do want to say something, though, about what Ed was talking about. You know, James Storm and Chris Harris didn't have any chance to prepare for the Rainbow Express last week. They literally had to come in stone cold.
Two teams on very even footing. We saw that Storm and Harris prevailed. Now we see the double team move. Oh, look at the elevation from the Johnsons as they drive Storm spine first to the canvas.
Absolutely, they didn't have time to prepare either, but what you're missing, Don, is that Harris and Storm had nothing to lose. They weren't even scheduled to wrestle that.
Oh, man!
Tremendous strength with the press slam and then tossing Storm 3/4 of the way across the ring.
You know, Storm should be is a little bit more familiar with these guys. Of course, he faced the Johnsons with Psychosis in week 1.
You're right, he does have that advantage. But I'm not sure when you face the Johnsons, you really know who you're facing in the ring. These identical twins, at least, appears on the surface under the makeups of the full body suits.
Impossible to tell them apart, and that very well could possibly become a key factor in any match that they're involved in. You can't keep track of who is who.
Yeah, Mortimer Plumtree, who we just saw at ringside, cheering on his charges. They continue the double team effort, now go for the cover on Storm. Referee Scott Armstrong down in a 2 count is all. You know Plumtree's motto?
What is it?
Power is something that is bought, not earned.
Well, Plumtree, I have on good authority, was voted in his high school class most likely to become a megalomaniacal despot.
And I think he's succeeded.
Or he's on his way.
Yeah.
I mean, this is the kind of guy that Mortimer Plumtree is. I mean, I've heard that Mortimer Plumtree has not written or called his mother in the past 15 years. He hasn't.
Man!
Because she tucks him in bed every night, and that's when they catch up.
Incredible elevation that time with the double team back body drop on Storm. Imperative for him to get to the corner. Get the fresh man, Wildcat Chris Harris, into the battle.
Oh, how much more can he take? I still tell you, though, keep an eye on Storm and Harris. They are 2 up-and-comers, and they are going to be great together. But right now, yes!
Last-ditch effort by Storm, able to get both boots up. Again, keep in mind that the winner of this matchup goes on to the finals of the tournament. 4 teams involved tonight. Super kick was on the button.
Beautiful!
One of these 2 teams could walk out of here tonight with the tag team championship belts around their waist.
The second matchup in the first round of our tournament, we'll see Buff Bagwell and Apollo, a newly formed team against the aforementioned Rainbow Express. The fresh man, the left-hander, Wildcat Chris Harris into the ring. Series of punches for both Richard and Rod Johnson.
I don't tell which is which.
Double team effort, just too much, however, from the Johnsons. Now all 4 men in the ring. Referee has lost control at this point.
Now I understand what Mortimer was saying when he said the Johnsons work stiff. Chris Harris up.
Harris able to slide out.
I'm telling you, these guys are something else.
Took him down on the mat with the spear.
They're young, they're talented, they're good looking. I hate them.
You would.
Harris in control in the ring, now reversed off into the corner, springs off the middle rope, went for the cross-body block, caught in midair. No drop kick off the top by Storm. His partner lands on top, and they get a 3 count.
The team of James Storm and Wildcat Chris Harris.
And they advance. Storm and Harris, Wildcat Chris Harris, the Tennessee Cowboy James Storm score the win over Mortimer Plumtree's Johnsons, and look at Plumtree dressing down the Johnsons.
We've got Mortimer screaming at a couple of limp Johnsons in the ring.
It certainly appears on the surface that there's friction here between Plumtree.
Whoa!
Uh-oh, wait a minute.
What is this?
I thought he was throws him down to the mat.
You know, I'm no detective, but I'm willing to go out on a limb here and say that all is not well in the Plumtree Johnson camp.
You think?
Seems like there's a little trouble in paradise for Mortimer and Richard and Rod.
Leaving him right there.
The big story, however, is that Storm and Harris will advance, and they will go to the finals tonight, where we will crown new NWA World Tag Team Champions. It's going to be such a big evening on NWA TNA. Ken Shamrock to defend the World's Heavyweight Championship belt. His first title defense, and we want to remind you, as you can see the graphics at the bottom of the screen, we'll be bringing you up to date on so many of the live NWA events across the country. We invite you to support the members of the National Wrestling Alliance at an arena near you.
Don't forget, folks, every Wednesday night you can catch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please allow me to introduce Scott Hall.
Well, let's kick things off here.
Yeah!
Here he is, wrestling's real outlaw. Certainly a great showing in the gauntlet for the gold 2 weeks ago. Then last week, he pinned Jeff Jarrett. And I will say this for you, Mr. Ferrara, with an assist from Country Music's Toby Keith.
Thank you, Michael Tenay. And I'm not thanking you for agreeing with me. I'm thanking you for calling me Mr. Ferrara. I've been begging you to do that all week.
Well, of course, during the course of last week's matchup with Jarrett, interference on the part of K-Crush, saving Jarrett. That until Brian Christopher ran in to even things up. As a result, tonight on this program, all 4 men will battle it out. Paul and Christopher against Jarrett and K-Crush.
Like I said, they're going to settle it once and for all tonight. It's going to be no holds barred. And it will be the main event.
It will be vengeance for Jarrett and K-Crush.
Let's hear from the Outlaw. Go ahead, say it.
Hey, yo.
That's what they wanted to hear. Wait a minute.
Well, that was quick.
Now what? This is Scott Hall's interview time.
It looks like the party just got crashed.
Yeah. By of all people, of course, Mr. Jeff Jarrett.
It's his right. He's got some issues with Scott Hall, and he's got every right to come out here and rain on Hall's parade.
I'm tired of listening to him.
Hey, yo, my ass. Scott Hall, nobody wants to see you, nobody wants to hear you, so why don't you take your ass exactly where you came from, bitch.
Woo! Man.
That was involuntary of me.
Let's get it started
Jeff
right now.
Jarrett, you haven't changed a lick. You still talk a lot of smack, but I don't think you can back it up.
Tell it.
So, Chico, if you want Scott Hall, don't sing it. Bring it.
Oh, yeah.
You got it. We ain't got to wait for tonight. You got it.
Here
Let's
we
go.
Jared on his way to the ring.
Whoa. What do you think you're doing?
NWA
This is
President
3
Jim
weeks
Miller.
now. You think you're going to run roughshod over the NWA? What are you, crazy? This is our house here, man. You listen to us, and if you don't like it, you just turn around and leave now.
Jared's backing down.
Okay, Big Jim, Mr. President, you'll get your wish. I'll take Scott Hall in the main event. Don't worry.
You'll take him when we tell you you're taking him.
Don't worry, Scott. Don't worry, Scott. I'll see you in the main event. President, you got your wish. You got your wish.
Why is he backing off?
Law and order. Big Jim. Wait a minute. K-Crush just hit the ring, of course, from behind on Scott Hall.
That's just like we saw the last 2 weeks.
Wait a minute. Gonna try and get him in the edge. You take him out. He's got him up in the edge. Oh, K-Crush able to slip out. Ducks the clothesline. Went for the crossbody.
Here it goes.
There's a Holloway slam from Hall. And running clothesline with authority. K-Crush to the floor. It ain't over yet. Guys, I think we've seen just a little preview of what's in store later tonight when these two men, Scott Hall and K-Crush, are on the opposite sides of our tag team main event.
And I can't wait. As I said before, Mike, as I said before, Don, vengeance. I'm sure that what this was is it looked to me like it was a little setup action here. That's it. That's the only reason Jeff Jarrett would back down from Jim Miller, except for the fact that maybe he couldn't take the time to walk all the way around it.
Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I felt like Scott Hall was ready to go. But don't forget, gang, every Wednesday night, only $9.95 on pay-per-view or at the arena at 8 o'clock Eastern time.
And remember that next week, it will be Omori from Japan. Wait a minute. I understand something's going on in the back. Let's send it back to Goldie.
What's going on?
We're back in Chris Harris and Jim Storm's locker room. Something has happened. I'm going to try to figure it out. What's happened? Excuse me.
Tell me what's going on.
Oh my God. What has happened here?
Guys, don't just stand around here watching. Would you go get some help? Go get the EMTs right now. We're not going to let this happen in the NWA. No, please, you need to get out of here right now.
I'm sorry. Look. As soon as we find out what's happened, we'll be right back to you guys. Thanks.
All with a 20-minute time limit. Already in the ring, weighing in at 225 pounds from Nashville, Tennessee, Anthony Ingram. And his opponent, weighing in at 265 pounds from Michigan, the alpha male, Monty Brown.
6'2", 275 pounds. He calls himself the alpha male. Former NFL player with the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots, played in 2 Super Bowls, one with the Bills, one with the Patriots. For the last several years, he's been dominating the independent wrestling scene throughout the state of Michigan, and now he has come to the NWA TNA to prove himself.
Tennessee!
And Mr. Monty Brown has a
I
microphone.
said Tennessee! The alpha male has come, and there can only be one. I've come here for one reason, and one reason only. That is Ken Shamrock.
Whoa.
And he's wearing what I want, and I'm about to show you how I'm gonna get it.
Pretty big talk from Monty Brown there, his first time out of the chute here.
Awfully strong words from a former NFL player. But guys, did you see what went down in the back? All of a sudden, we had word that there was something going on in the back, and we saw that Chris Harris and James Storm were both laid out in the dressing room, a bloody mess.
Well, I mean, you saw how upset the Johnsons were when they left here. Something obviously happened back
Well,
there.
the question is what happened. The question is who did that to them. I don't think they did it to each other. They were on their way to the finals at the tag team tournament.
Well, you know, the Johnsons were in an awful foul mood, but keep in mind that the Rainbow Express, Buff Bagwell and Apollo, you know, could they have been trying to eliminate the competition?
Well, I mean, that's the questions that need to be answered around here. I mean, I wish I could have all the answers. I usually do, but in this particular instance, I don't. But, I mean, I'm sure that Goldie is back there trying to find out what's going on. Hopefully, we'll get some updates as the evening goes on.
We need to get an update on the condition, especially as it relates to the next matchup that they have scheduled. They win the first round match. They're scheduled to go on in the tournament.
You know, you made a good point, Mike. It might have been the Rainbow Express. I mean, they lost to the Chris Harrison and James Storm last week. They might want to make sure they're not in this tournament so they can go through.
Yeah. Could have been the Rainbow Express. You're always down on the Rainbow Express. What about Buff Bagwell and Apollo? Just because they're nice guys, whoa, look at this. Just because they're nice guys doesn't mean that they wouldn't do something like that if they thought it would get them further along in that tag team tournament.
Oh, look at this. Takes him up. The alpha male, Monty Brown, gets a 3 count with a move that he calls the Alpha Bomb.
The winner of the match, the alpha male, Monty Brown.
What an impressive debut here in the NWA TNA for the former Buffalo Bill and New England Patriot. Monty Brown, the alpha male, uses the Alpha Bomb to take out Anthony Ingram, and it looks like he has his sights set on the world's heavyweight champion, Ken Shamrock.
Oh, he came out and made a statement right from the beginning. I mean, look at the size of this guy, Mike. I mean, you know, in the NFL, he's tangled with people twice his size. He's not afraid of Shamrock.
I'm still impressed with his fire. I'm impressed with his determination. I don't know how impressed I am with his choice of targets. Going right after Ken Shamrock, calling Shamrock out right out of the chute. That's either confidence or suicide. We'll find out soon which it is.
And of course, Shamrock tonight will defend against Malice, the first title defense. But now let's send it back to Goldie and Jim Miller, the president of the NWA.
I've been around the building 2 times at least. I cannot find President Jim Miller anywhere. You're sure? You haven't seen him anywhere? Maybe back?
I'd say nowhere.
Nothing, not a trace?
Nowhere.
I'm sorry, guys. I can't seem to find him anywhere. I mean, I've been looking. I've looked round and round. Wait, excuse me. Have you seen President Jim Miller anywhere? Locker rooms, showers, anywhere? Nothing? Jeez, I'm really sorry. I was hoping to bring you an interview with the one and only.
I'll give you an interview. A midget wants to talk. 2 weeks ago, TNA brings me in, and they got these 2 midgets taking my limelight. They let them wrestle. Well, I want to beat some midget ass. I want to make a midget bleed tonight. Oh, why don't you bring in that Gary Coleman? Oh, wait, what am I talking about? He's a has-been. How about Mini-Me? Yeah, Mini-Me, I'll kick your ass. You're taking all my money in the movies. Or wait, even better, why don't you bring in that drunk midget from the Howard Stern show? What is his name? Beetlejuice? I will wipe the floor of you. I am not leaving tonight until I beat some midget ass. I want to see a midget bleed, and that's a promise.
Back to you.
Wow. Puppet, the Psycho Dwarf, issuing a challenge. He wants to eradicate all midgets everywhere?
That's what it sounds like, and just look at him. I think he can do it. Let's go to Jeremy Borash.
This is the second qualifying match for the NWA Tag Team Title Tournament. About to make their way to the ring, being led by Joel Gertner at a combined weight of 479 pounds, Lenny and Bruce, the Rainbow Express.
Well, the tag team that was deemed too controversial for World Championship Wrestling. Lenny and Bruce, sort of an unlikely alliance, I guess you would say, with the self-proclaimed quintessential stud muffin, Joel Gertner, as their manager.
Well, it makes perfect sense, but let's go back to Goldie, first of all, with their opponents. Goldie?
Hey, everyone. I'm here with Buff and Apollo. Buff, you're tonight's surprise entry for the tag team event.
Whoa, surprise?
Yeah.
Who told you that?
It's a surprise.
Let me get something straight with you, okay? Goldie Lick, is that right? Goldie Lick?
Locked.
Well, I'm sorry, lock, lick, or whatever. The bottom line is I'm the 6-time World Tag Team Champion with 5 different partners, okay? And guess what? Tonight, I plan on making it 7 with 6 partners, okay? That's why I went out and got the baddest, the biggest, the toughest, the number 2 man in the business. Because I'm the number 1 man, and that's cool. We got that straight. Me and him are number 1, number 2, right, brother? Tell him. We're good. Tell him the story.
Like Buff said, tonight we'll become the new NWA TNA World Tag Team Champions. Because you know why?
Let me finish up here. Tonight we're going to be the World Tag Team Champions. I just want to make him understand. The World Tag Team Champions. I want you to watch and see. You watch and see, and you will see that Buff Daddy is for real, and he is coming straight at you with the number 2 man. Come on, big man. Let's go. Come on.
Thank you for that wonderful interview. You heard it here first. The new tag team champions. Back to you.
And it's time to see if Buff Bagwell and Apollo can put it together. It's a sudden death opportunity for them. Let's go to Jeremy Borash for the official introduction.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 522 pounds, the team of Buff Bagwell and Apollo.
Man, you gotta admit, they look impressive.
They do look impressive, but I wish Buff would get over his whole shyness thing. I wish that he would learn a little confidence here. What was that all about? Number 1 man in this business? Please. Has he been watching himself for the past few years? I know I have.
He's got the tag team belts in his closet, buddy.
Oh, man, I'm not touching that with a 10-foot pole, Don.
And it is going to be very interesting to see in their first match together how Bagwell and Apollo will be able to work. No real actual in-ring experience as a tag team.
Now, I will say the Rainbow Express were obnoxious last week, but they are exciting to watch. There's real talent there.
The thing is with Buff, he has had some varied opponents over the years. Mike, I'm sure you could tell us every single one of them and the dates that they gained and lost the belts, and please do. But, I mean, that's what we're looking at here with Buff. He's gone out, he's found himself an impressive partner, and let's see if they can gel together because Buff's pulled it out before. Not for a while. It's been a while since he's had that tag gold, but let's see if he can do it again tonight.
Certainly a former WCW World Tag Team Champions with many competitors, including Too Cold Scorpio, The Patriot, Scotty Riggs, Shane Douglas. And let's see if Bagwell and Apollo gel here tonight. Again, keep in mind, this is a first-round matchup in the NWA World Tag Team Title Tournament. But we certainly have questions surrounding what would be the finals matchup, especially as they involve Chris Harris and James Storm. Will they be able to continue? Will they be able to come out for that championship matchup later tonight against the winners of this bout? We saw that Harris and Storm were laid out in the back. They were a bloody mess.
Come on, Buff.
See, that's the problem with Buff. He gets a couple of offensive moves in, but then he goes and he hot dogs and he showboats, and he completely loses any advantages, guys. He's not going to be able to keep that advantage like that. Come on, Buff.
Yes. Springing off the middle rope, and what is he doing?
You know what?
In a matchup this important as we see Alicia make her way down to the ringside area, I just can't believe Bagwell. This is an important matchup for him, for Apollo. A chance to again become a World Tag Team Champion, and when he had the pinfall opportunity, he showboated instead.
You know, I'm no wrestler, but I know one thing. You don't start primping and pruning until after your opponent's down and out. I'll tell you that.
Oh, hey, hold on, excuse me.
What do you mean, excuse me? Wait a minute, what's going on here? You know, we've seen Alicia. 2 weeks ago, it was referee Mark Slick Johnson. Then it was ring announcer Jeremy Borash. And now an exchange of cash from our broadcast colleague, Ed Ferrara. She's got her little black book out as well.
Maybe we'll find out what this is all about.
I mean, maybe we'll find out. We are going to find out. Cover in the ring. 2 count is all. Now, please, come clean. What was that all about? We've been trying for weeks. Sit out powerbomb here, and 2. Apollo almost gets the pin.
Look,
what's
I
going
know.
on?
Okay, look, you guys, I'm just going to say one thing about it. It is not what you think. I'll tell you later. Now is not the time. We've got a tag team match going on here.
What am I thinking? What am I thinking? Maybe just read my mind and tell me what I'm thinking.
I can't read your mind today. I'm here I'm here to call a match. I don't know about you. You're out here screwing around, but I want to call a wrestling match.
Yeah, for the first time in history.
Denial.
All of a sudden, you're focused on the ring.
You know what that means? When they're in denial. Come on.
Speaking of denial,
DDT by Lenny. Cover 2 on Apollo and a 2 count. Again, the importance of this matchup in the overall picture. Winners advance to
against
face,
whom?
Well, I would think Storm and Harris, but I'm not sure if they're going to be able to continue. That's a question that we can't answer.
You haven't gotten any word from the back? Because I noticed that everybody tells you stuff. Nobody tells me anything. I know they talk about me, but they don't talk to me.
It's on a need-to-know basis, and I guess you don't need to know.
I guess not.
You deal in opinions, I deal in facts.
I'll tell you what, the fact is, the Rainbow Express are something else.
Oh! Thank you, Don. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear you appreciating their talent rather than you being disgusted by their attitudes, their lifestyle.
I hate to agree with you, but
seems like you've opened up your mind a little bit.
Well, you have to. When you watch them and you look at it objectively, you have to. Now, give me a break on this.
So you like them now? You like watching them now? Is that what you're saying?
I'd like to see Apollo and Buff Bagwell put it into them here real quick, too.
I just want to see the best team win. I'm not favoring anybody.
Yeah, right. Lenny goes for the cover and able to get a 2 count on Apollo before he digs down and kicks out using the leg strength. Of course, great leg strength, leaping ability coming from his days as a pro basketball player in Puerto Rico. Able to duck it.
Yes!
Drives him down to the mat out of the full Nelson.
See if you can get some of your sources in the back on the horn today and find out what is going on. Who will the winner of this match be facing later on tonight in the finals for the Tag Team Championship? I'm dying to find out.
And whatever happened to NWA President Jim Miller? Just another question as long as we're throwing questions out here.
Oh, he probably found out where catering was. Did you see him? Jeez.
Buff Bagwell in the ring. Unloading now.
Showing some fire.
Bruce.
Finally, we're seeing Bagwell.
Finally focused. This is what Bagwell needs. Back body drop.
That's it.
Bagwell, finish him! Finish him, dadgummit!
Oh!
Went for the cross body block. Collision there with Lenny.
Could he have miscalculated on that because he stopped the play up to the fans? I mean, this is a guy, Buff is a guy who's more concerned with showing everybody how over he is.
Super kick! That was unbelievable!
Kick on the button by Apollo.
That's it!
That super kick by Apollo is one of the most impressive ones I've seen in this business.
You know, I know you reached for Bruce's
Fireman's
hair.
carry. TKO type move. Hit the stunner out of the fireman's carry. Lenny's in the ring from behind with the attack on Apollo. Smart move by Lenny. Pull down in the top rope. Bagwell, could it be blockbuster time? He motions to the crowd. Blockbuster off the top.
Nailed it.
Finish him! Finish him!
Oh, and he got caught with a super kick. 2 and 3. The Rainbow Express advance.
That's what I'm talking about. You gotta finish him.
Rainbow Express are one step. They are one step closer to tag team gold. And look at Buff. I mean, it's just. I have no sympathy for the guy. He begged for that.
The match was his. Bagwell again to the showboating. The charisma, the character of Buff Bagwell, of course, comes out, but not in this important of a match. What was he thinking?
Every single time he did. Yeah, you ought to be upset with yourself. The whole place is upset with you.
Look, he's raising. Let's watch this play out.
Well, Apollo, little pat on the back for his tag team partner.
Who's he talking to? Who is he talking to?
Yes, he's talking to himself.
Hold on a second. If he wants to talk, I'm going to bring him a microphone. Hang on.
And Ferrara taking his headsets off here.
Well, I'd like to hear what he's got to say.
Ed Ferrara has a microphone.
Buff Bagwell, you're out here. You're talking, and I just want to know if you want a microphone, if you want to say anything over the microphone.
Ed, you know my name. It's Marcus. Don't call me Buff no more.
I'm sorry, Marcus. Why do you want me to call you Marcus? You always want everybody to call you Buff.
Let me tell you why. Because my entire career has been Buff. And you know what I got from that? I've got a broken neck that I came back from that nobody give a shit about. I'm a 6-time World Tag Team Champion, and I just got beat by 2 gay guys. And you're asking me why I want to be called Buff now. I want to be called Marcus forever. And you know what else I want to do right now?
What's that?
I want to go home. I'm done.
Wait. What do you mean you're done? You're just walking out?
I'm telling you that Buff has ruined my career, and I don't want no part of him no more. I'm Marcus, and my ass is going home. Here. Do something with that.
Whoa.
Wow.
Mike,
I don't want it.
You know, I have to admit, quite honestly, that it's about time. Buff Bagwell needs to rethink his career choices, and, you know, it sure sounded to me like maybe he's already made that decision, Don.
Absolutely. It was obvious he couldn't focus tonight. And in fact, Mike, I'm just going to say it. He pretty much sucked tonight.
Guys, I got to say, I've known Buff for quite some time. I don't know if you could see the look in his eyes, but, I mean, when he looked at me, he said, call me Marcus. I mean, I felt it pierce right through me. I mean, he was a guy who was in a lot of pain. I don't know if we're going to be seeing him again.
But certainly didn't appear that way, judging by the way that he walked out of here.
No, he's done.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please allow me to introduce to you the NWA Heavyweight Champion of the world, the world's most dangerous man, Ken Shamrock.
Yeah!
A true superstar in the world of no-holds-barred martial arts competition. And now, on top of the wrestling world, on top of the NWA, as the world's heavyweight champion, as Ken Shamrock displays the golden belt.
I have never seen a crowd respond to somebody like they respond to Ken Shamrock, Mike.
Well, let's see how they respond after his defense later tonight.
Against Malice.
Kind of confused on what's going on here. Monty Brown, wherever you come from, I don't care. You come out here and you have one match here in the NWA and you want a title shot against me? I had to go through 19 men to get my title. 19. So Monty, you need to be careful about what you wish for, because you may have a short career here in the NWA. Speaking of title defenses, I've got to defend mine here tonight against Malice. And when I'm done with Malice, I've got to defend my title against this Japanese punk next week. And after I'm done taking him apart, then, Monty, if you're so unlucky and you do happen to get a title shot against me, I will be happy to step in the ring and beat you down and send you home with your head shoved up your ass.
Not backing down from any challengers. Wait a minute.
What is this?
Ken Shamrock.
Minister James Mitchell. Where's he at?
You don't need to concern yourself with Monty Brown.
Wait a minute.
You don't need to worry about Omari, but you do need to fear Malice.
Lights out everywhere in the building here, with the exception of the spotlight on the sinister minister, James Mitchell.
I think he's the Prince of Darkness.
Whoa. Wait a minute. Lights have come up and Shamrock is down.
Where's he at?
What is? I know those tattoos.
It's Malice.
Is Malice.
Oh, that's 2 weeks in a row he's done this to him, blindsided him.
The man who will face Shamrock, the man who will be the first challenger for Shamrock's title, and Shamrock's been laid out.
I love it. Once again, Shamrock walked right into it. Well, come on, just because he's got the belt doesn't mean that he's not a walking target. The guy's got a bullseye on his face.
Look, they can handle it later on today.
This is a serious situation here as we see security and the EMTs surrounding Ken Shamrock.
They seem to be, they've got a collar there.
Trying to immobilize his neck. We have no idea what happened here with Shamrock. We saw Malice standing above him.
They're putting the brace on his neck.
What else can happen here tonight? Let's go back to Goldie.
What a night.
I'm backstage and trying to get an interview or find out from NWA's Vice President Bill Behrings as to what exactly is going on here tonight. So come on in.
You talk to somebody. Yes, I'll hold. Okay, I'll hold. Fine. I'll wait here. Just come back to me. I'll hold. Great. Fine. What?
Bill, I know there's a lot going wrong tonight, but all I gotta do is find a partner and I can replace.
Hang on. Yes, I'm still here. Is he? No. I guess I'll hold. I'll hold some more. That's fine.
Come on, what do you say? It's a no-brainer. All I need is I can find a partner easy, and we can just replace them and problem solved.
Jerry, can't you see? I'm on the phone. I've got important things to deal with. Shamrock's hurt. I've got a tag team hurt. I can't find Miller. I don't know what the hell's going on here. Just get out of here right now. I can't deal with you right now. Please. Man. I don't have time. And really, I don't have any time for you right now either. I'm sorry. Yes,
I guess there's a lot of confusion back here tonight. I'll get back to you as soon as we know anything at all. Thanks. Back to you.
Has been an absolute night of confusion.
Total chaos.
But Behrens carries it well,
Chicago, Illinois, standing 4'5" and weighing in at 160 pounds, he is Puppet, the Psycho Dwarf.
Well, here he comes, 4'4", 150 pounds of very violent tendencies.
I love this little guy.
Is that a kendo stick or a Q-tip?
Puppet, the Psycho Dwarf. And how about Jerry Lynn approaching Bill Behrens in the back, asking him to come up with a partner, asking Bill Behrens to allow Jerry Lynn to be a part of this tag title tournament later tonight.
Well, I got to tell you, if that happens, I am going to be one happy camper, because you know that when Jerry Lynn gets in that ring, whoever he picks for his partner...
Give me the microphone! A midget wants to talk!
He's going to continue his rant, I'm afraid.
There's been midgets out here doing the little flippy dippy, and they didn't have Puppet, the midget killer, killing the midgets. All I need is a midget in the ring right now. I want to see some midget blood tonight. You can bring Gary Coleman.
Does this guy not know he's a midget?
I think he's well aware of it. I think he just doesn't like midgets.
And his opponent from Key West, Florida, standing 4'9" and weighing in at 125 pounds, this is Todd Stone.
As I was saying, I think it was a little bit of a self-loathing thing, it seemed to me. But I guess if Puppet gets his way, we're going to see some midget blood tonight, as Puppet so succinctly put it.
That's what he's promised, the midget killer.
And I got to tell you, I can't wait. I'm sick, but I can't wait to see it.
I love this guy.
Who? You love Puppet the Psycho Dwarf?
I love him.
Or do you love his opponent, Todd Stone?
Oh, I don't think so.
Oh!
Stand a chance.
Stone barely even able to get into the ring, and repeated shots with the kendo stick from Puppet to the back of Stone, and now he goes for the trash can. And
yeah! Oh. Look at he totally did it in half.
Look at the dent in the trash can.
Whipped off the second rope.
Oh, man. I'm telling you, this isn't even close.
Well, Todd Stone never had a chance.
No way.
Oh. You can already see the marks on the back of Todd Stone from that trash can.
This Puppet is great. He is psycho, though. Look at this.
He is.
Yeah.
Oh. Scoop and a slam back first. Directly goes Todd Stone into the trash can.
Holy cow.
You're enjoying this way too much.
I am. Todd Stone didn't have any clue when he got in there. I mean,
well, now Todd Stone is in real trouble.
Why does the ref do something here? Come on, Puppet.
Would you do something?
Hell no, I wouldn't jump in his way.
Batter up.
I'm his new biggest fan. Look at this.
Well, it's batting practice here for Puppet the Psycho Dwarf as he takes the kendo stick to the trash can with Todd Stone's head jammed inside the can.
That's because Puppet's head wouldn't fit. You see the size of the melon on that guy?
Look at Todd Stone's back.
Oh,
Look
at that.
Tore up.
This guy is absolutely psycho.
He is flat out.
Fireman's carry, now where?
Certifiable.
Oh, this is...
Stunner out of the fireman's carry, drop Stone face first onto the can, and yeah,
it's done.
You talk about a 3 count that's academic. That's exactly what that was. Refusing to accept Mark Slick Johnson as he tries to raise his hand.
That was
He's got the kendo stick and he just gets slipped.
I love it.
Referee Johnson bails out. This guy's off the charts.
He just nailed Borash.
Borash.
Jeremy Borash, the ring announcer, down.
Get off, Puppet. I love it.
This guy's out of control.
I love it.
Wait a minute.
All right. Way to go, little guy.
Stick on Don West. What did he do? Don West went to high-five him.
I think Don said the magic word.
What?
Way to go, little fella.
What the hell just happened?
I think you pissed off the midget, Don.
I think he broke my arm. I think he broke my arm.
You know, what were you thinking? Why would you even try and have any kind of communication with the Psycho Dwarf?
I love the guy.
What do you mean?
I thought we could bond.
I don't think that love is mutual.
No kidding. Oh, gee, man. I can't even use my arm. Yeah, it's funny to you, ain't it?
It is funny to me.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Sell that, Don.
Yeah.
Sell that, baby. Let's go to the back.
Let's try and restore order. Let's go to Goldie.
Hi, I'm here with the EMTs and Ken Shamrock, and we're just trying to determine his condition right now. So, hi, can you tell us, is he going to be all right? I mean, what's wrong?
Right now. We're trying to determine that right now. We're going to go ahead and do a further assessment and see what we can find out about him.
Can you give us any idea whether he's going to be able to wrestle or not?
We won't be able to tell you right now. It'll further
Shamrock,
evaluate.
please sit down.
Okay, well, right now we just don't know what his condition's going to be, so to leave you with that. Thanks.
More questions tonight on NWA TNA, but now let's take a look at what went down 1 week ago on this program, detailing Francine's involvement in the lingerie battle royal.
Ooh, good. I'm going to be crowned Miss TNA.
3 girls turned their attention to Francine. The favorite has been eliminated. Francine is out.
I don't know whether to be upset or to be ecstatic. It's just breaking my heart. I'll be right back.
Consoling her. You know, Ed said she was the hands-on favorite.
What is going on?
Well, wait a minute. I thought the winner of this match got a job with NWA TNA.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. About to make her way to the ring, she is the Queen of Extreme, Francine.
The First Lady of Hardcore Wrestling, and Francine asked me to remind you that she will be appearing for the UWF in Pennsylvania on July the 19th. You can get details at foreverfrancine.com.
Did she also tell you to say hi to me?
You know, that probably slipped her mind.
I don't think so. I don't think she'll ever forget me. Francine is crazy about me today.
What is your memory that short, Ed?
Crazy about you?
She's absolutely...
The tape that we saw?
I absolutely did. That was passion last
week. She gave you a worse beating than I just took.
No way. That was passion. Let's go to Jeremy.
And her opponent, She is Miss TNA, Taylor Vaughn.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah.
It reminds me of my favorite TV show, Twin Peaks.
Well, Miss Taylor Vaughn was crowned Miss TNA.
And very deservedly so.
And gained an NWA contract by winning the Lingerie Battle Royal, but she sure paid for the victory when she was assaulted after the match by Francine, who, as we saw earlier, just strapped her repeatedly with your leather belt, Ed Ferrara.
Well, Francine was screwed out of that championship. She was screwed out of that win. She should be Miss TNA.
She wasn't screwed out.
She was ganged up on by 5 other women in that ring.
That's part of the match.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh! That's my girl right there. That's my girl making me proud.
She's got the leather belt, and just as we saw last week, Miss TNA Taylor Vaughn on the receiving end of a brutal beating from Francine. She is the Queen of Extreme.
She absolutely is, and she's showing Taylor Vaughn what a mistake she made last week.
Referee Scott Armstrong.
Good job.
She's trying to restore some order here, taking the belt away. You must have amnesia.
I don't have amnesia. She was so overwhelmed last week.
Wait a minute, Taylor Vaughn's got it now, guys.
She couldn't handle it. That's why she went after me with the belt.
And Taylor Vaughn's got it back. It's payback.
This isn't right.
All right.
This is not right.
Look at these.
Payback for not only earlier tonight, but last week as well, and now choking the life out of Francine with that leather belt.
Hey.
That is not right at all.
Yes, it is right, Ed. She deserves it.
Wait a minute. Just belted
no,
the
that's not right.
Just strap
That's
Scott
not right.
Armstrong.
We got to take that.
Scott Armstrong calls for the belt.
That's it,
He's
baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has disqualified Miss TNA Taylor Vaughn.
What do you mean, poor
for touching
Francine?
an NWA
Francine,
official.
that's what I mean. Throw Taylor Vaughn out of there. She has no business in that ring. She's an animal. Get her out of here. Poor Francine in there.
I mean, I agree she deserves to be disqualified, but so does Francine for that matter.
No, she does not. Hold on.
Wait a minute. Now where are you going? Ed Ferrara has left the broadcast position.
Maybe there's something to this.
Francine in the ring, the winner, believe it or not, via disqualification. I mean, there's something to this.
Well, look.
Ed Ferrara helping Francine to her feet. Now, handing the belt back to her. And
right here. He's crowning her champ.
Well, believe it or not, she was the winner via disqualification.
This is your winner.
Yeah, we understand this is.
What in the world?
Well, he's a hands-on announcer.
He's doing this again? Has he not learned the Mike, I swear she likes it.
I think I know he likes it. Oh! Just slapped the taste out of his mouth.
Beat him raw.
I guess Ferrara's never going to learn.
Yeah, he'll come back and tell us that was passion again.
The Queen of Extreme, Francine, scores the win via disqualification and then lays the leather belt to Mr. Ferrara once again.
I'm sorry, Mike, that left me speechless there for a minute.
Let's go to Jeremy Borash for a special interview. Take it, JB.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please allow me to introduce to you Winston Cup driver of the number 02 Little Trees car. Please welcome Hermie Sadler.
Oh yeah, Hermie Sadler, who has sure made his presence felt here in the past couple of weeks on this NWA TNA program. As we've seen him come face to face on a couple of occasions with K-Crush.
Hermie, I see you brought your pit crew with you tonight, and certainly, boy, 2 weeks ago, Sterling Marlin and yourself joined us here at NWA TNA. What a couple of weeks it's been for you.
Yeah, I want to say what a pleasure it's been for me to be a part of the launch of the NWA TNA. The response Sterling and I got in Huntsville was outstanding, and I know it's to be the same tonight because there's also a lot of NASCAR fans in Nashville, Tennessee. And real proud to be here, real proud of all these guys. Be glad to support NASCAR here tonight, and thank you people for coming out.
Of course, we all know wrestling fans, NASCAR fans.
Well, another interruption.
Shut up! Stop the damn presser right now!
K-Crush.
He just won't let this die.
Shut it up, zip it, and boot it away. Apparently, you don't learn, do you? I told you 2 weeks ago, I didn't want to hear a damn thing about no damn NASCAR race car driving.
Is that K-Crush's posse with him?
Look at me when I'm talking to you. I don't give a damn about race car driving, and none of these damn idiots give a damn about race car driving.
I think he's in the wrong part of the country to be saying that.
I know you got your ass whooped a lot when you was a kid because you don't listen. You looking at me like you want to do something. You want some of me? Do you want some of me?
He's not backing down.
Is he that?
Shut the hell up.
He's not going to back down?
I knew you was a chump anyway.
Oh.
Yes! Hermie Sadler gets speared. K-Crush.
Yes!
I don't believe what I just saw.
Man, that guy's got some nads, buddy.
Incredible intestinal fortitude. What guts from NASCAR's Hermie Sadler.
Oh, he just stepped in it now.
I'm going to tell you, look at Hermie Sadler.
NWA security as well as his own pit crew holding these two apart.
Okay, you sold me on that one. You know what? I got a main event match tonight. I got no time for you. But next week, I'm wide open. Do you want some of me? Do you want to take a shot?
You're damn right I do.
What? Yeah, what?
Damn right.
Sadler's going to take on the challenge?
He just accepted the challenge against K-Crush?
Well, I'll tell you what.
What guts?
I'll tell you what, from what we just seen, he's obviously not afraid.
We're going to find out if he can back it up next week.
Well, of course he's not afraid. Accepting the challenge, despite that size difference and despite the experience factor as well.
And the muscle tone and the size and the ability and the strength.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
But he's not just standing up for himself. He's standing up for 500 million NASCAR fans, too.
So we know that next week, Hermie Sadler versus K-Crush, in addition to Amori challenging for the NWA World's title.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the NWA Heavyweight Championship of the World.
I guess we're going to find out
about to make his way to the ring. Being led by Father James Mitchell, standing 6'9", weighing in at 300 pounds. This is Malice.
One of the disciples of Minister James Mitchell, the high priest of the new church. The first challenger for Ken Shamrock, and the question remains, what kind of condition can Ken Shamrock be in after the brutal attack by this 6'9", 300-pound monster Malice?
There's no way he can come out here and face Malice after almost getting his neck broke earlier. There's no way, Mike.
And his opponent, from the Lion's Den in San Diego, California, weighing in at 252 pounds, he is the current, reigning, and defending NWA Heavyweight Champion of the World, Ken Shamrock.
He's gonna do it!
The determination.
Oh, but Malice is ready for him. And incredible determination. You talk about a fighting champion. I don't think there's any question as we see Shamrock make his way down to the ring. There's no way he could be at 100% for this match against Malice.
Oh. On the neck.
Now look at this. Malice is going after the neck on Ken Shamrock before the EMTs were working on Shamrock's neck. Malice knows that that is Shamrock's weakness, and he is all over it already, not even a minute into this match.
I'm telling you, though, Shamrock is showing some pure guts. He didn't want to disappoint any of the fans, and he's a true champion.
Is it that, or is it that he just didn't have the intelligence to say no, to say I can't do this, to say we got to do this next week? No, he's going to come out here and he's going to try and defend the championship.
Yeah, that's what defines a fighting world's heavyweight champion, and that's what Ken Shamrock is.
You're going to have to kill him to beat him. You are going to have to literally kill him to beat him.
Well, look at Malice. If anybody could do that to Shamrock, it looks like Malice could.
What an incredible game plan. What strategy on the part of James Mitchell and Malice. The attack earlier and now in the early stages of this match as he challenges for the world's heavyweight title. Totally directing his offense at the injured neck of Ken Shamrock, and the sinister Mitchell looks on very approvingly.
I know it would be disappointing to fans, but they need to do something to stop this and do it at another date. There's no way Shamrock should be out there in this match right now.
Well, like you said, he's a fighting champion. He's coming out here and he wants to drop that championship like a man.
Oh, that's hurting.
Look at this monster.
He just dropped him throat first. The whiplash effect as Shamrock's neck hit that top steel cable.
2 weeks ago in the gold.
Oh, what a shot to the neck.
Malice had been in the ring for over 20 minutes when Shamrock joined, fresh as a daisy, and it came down to the two of them. Malice was visibly tired and winded from his time in the ring. Now the worm has turned. Now Malice is fresh as daisy. Shamrock is selling big time.
No, be careful here. You could talk about a career. He's got Shamrock lifted up by the neck.
There is no way Shamrock can make it through this. He is going to tear his head off.
I mean, it's one thing to be a fighting world's champion, which we obviously know Shamrock is. But this could be a situation where he's putting his career in jeopardy. Malice off there. 300 pounds plus with that leg drop. Again across the neck. The cover, the hook of the leg. The count is 2. Oh, Shamrock able to avoid the pin.
I almost think he needs to just let it happen. This is hard to watch. Yes!
Oh, he caught it.
Attempt by Shamrock at an armbar, but you can just see that Shamrock doesn't have the strength that he normally has to apply that move.
No, but he's got guts.
This is a scary proposition for Ken Shamrock.
Shamrock is desperately trying to protect that neck, but it's not doing any good. Malice is just all over him. He's too big, he's too mean, he's too smart.
He is scary. Look at the hurt in Shamrock's face. You can just see it.
Of course there's hurt in his face. He sees himself down.
Man.
Whoa! Right in front of our announce table, Ken Shamrock is down. Malice is coming out onto the apron.
Oh, you hate to see it happen to a champion like this.
He's got something. He had something in his hand, now turns his attention to Shamrock. Look out here at the broadcast table and head first.
Come on, get him on the table, come on.
Referee Slick Johnson trying to stop him.
He's still working that neck.
Right the life out of him.
Right in front of us, you could see it.
Come on, Malice.
I mean, if you're going to do it, at least do it in the ring.
Malice very smart, breaking the count so he can continue to punish Shamrock outside the ring.
Obviously knows that he has to win the title in the ring. Sends Shamrock back in. And Shamrock again favoring the injured neck.
I said it
barely gets to his feet.
I said it last week. Shamrock has his work cut out for him tonight, and now just watching it, I don't even know. I didn't even have any
attempt at a leg lock submission.
Get to the rope! Get to the damn rope! Get to the rope! Get to the rope!
Listen to Mitchell screaming to his man, get to the rope, Malice.
And he's on the rope. At the rope break.
Run the damn hole!
He has got to buy some time.
But again, you can see that this isn't the true Ken Shamrock when it comes to these submission moves. He doesn't have the proper leverage. He's not applying them the way Ken Shamrock normally would.
He doesn't have the strength in his
Oh, man!
Oh.
Have you ever tried
drop suplex dropped him right on the back of his head.
Have you ever tried to do something with a lot of strength and you could just feel your neck tense up when you're doing it? That's because you're using your neck muscles. Oh man, right on the back of his neck.
This is the worst beating I've ever seen.
This is a systematic attack at Ken Shamrock's neck. If he could take the neck away from Shamrock, he has got the man beat.
I still admire the fact that he's in there. Not many people would have come back out, guys.
Malice has been here to physically intimidate and to incapacitate Shamrock, choking him out on that top rope.
Shamrock's practically out on his feet. Yes. Malice should try to put him away at any time.
Blocked it. Attempted the suplex. Blocked again. Shamrock tries to fight back. Oh, snap!
Where did that come from?
You talk about digging down deep. The snap suplex by Shamrock on Malice. Malice quickly to his feet. Oh, back to the attack.
I didn't think there was any fight left, guys, but you just saw it.
Reversal.
He's got it. He got the belly. 1, 2. Yeah! I can't believe it.
How did he pull out?
You talk about
NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
I can't believe it.
Shamrock.
Superhuman strength by Shamrock, despite the neck injury. coming up with first a snap suplex and then the belly-to-belly suplex, and he remains the NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Picture tells 1,000 words, Mike, today. Look at our champion, battered, bruised, barely able to walk to the back. And now, if we get another look at our challenger, you would have seen he was standing, staring, angry.
And keep in mind that next week on this broadcast, Ken Shamrock must defend the NWA World's Heavyweight title against Omori, one of the top stars from the Orient. 6'4", 285 pounds. And he will be challenging Shamrock. Is Shamrock going to be at 100% by next week?
I don't know how anybody physically could be at 100% by next week. I don't know how anybody could be at 50% by next week. We saw that attack on his neck by Malice.
What a champion. What a true people's champion, because he did it for them.
Let's go to Jeremy Borash for our next contest.
The following contest is for the X Division Heavyweight title. About to make his way to the ring, being led by Bobcat from Atlanta, Georgia, David Young.
You know, guys, we need to talk about last week's X Division tournament.
Please.
Alex Marvez, who writes the most widely read wrestling column in the country for the Scripps Howard News Service, said that last week's X Division tournament was arguably the best thing that he has seen on pay-per-view this year. And think of the ground that that covers. And I can tell you that Alex Marvez is not someone who is easily impressed.
Well, I mean, we were all there for that match. We all saw it. We all had our breath taken away by that match. I've been in this business for a while. Mike, you've been in it even longer than I have. First, let's go back to Jeremy Boras, and I'll finish with my brilliant point.
And his opponent, the current, reigning, and defending X Division champion from Atlanta, Georgia, AJ Styles.
There he is.
This is the young man who did it 1 week ago on this program when he outlasted the other competitors in gaining the X Division championship. And what an incredible final matchup he had with Jerry Lynn.
Every minute of that match was non-stop action. Every minute was absolutely unbelievable. What? Yes, we'll keep an eye on this for you, darling. Every minute of it was unbelievable. But I am still blown away by that match. I must have watched it about 6 times since last week. David Young not wasting an opportunity here. He knows what's on the line here. This is for the X Division Championship, and David Young is going to take it to AJ Styles.
David Young, the first challenger for Styles, defending the X Division title, and a drop kick was on target.
That match last week was the greatest match I've ever seen in my life.
Out of the full Nelson. Nice reversal. Excellent counter that time by Styles. Japanese arm drag.
This is an X Division match. This is going to be a high-flying, just a thrill ride of a match. And David Young is somebody who, if you look at him, he's stockier than AJ.
Oh, man!
And that comes in handy when you want to knock him down like that.
Again, remember, the X Division, it's not about weight limits. It's about no limits. David Young with...
Yes!
How does he do that?
He's unreal. He's unreal.
Snapped off the move.
Look at this.
Oh, just phenomenal. Over the top. Short on the move on David Young.
That couldn't have done his back any favors coming down against the apron like that. That apron is totally unforgiving.
But Styles, though, quickly gets to his feet.
Styles, the champion, and wanting to keep that championship belt. He doesn't want to give up.
Gets 2, and David Young rolls the shoulder.
He doesn't want to give up 1 ounce of advantage here. He wants to keep it as long as he can. As you said last week, Mike, any of these matches at any time, we are just 3 seconds away from a winner, 3 seconds away from potentially a new X Division champion.
Off the float over in the boot to the midsection. Styles fires off those series of forearms. Smart move by Young. Oh, from the ring apron, a shot from Styles. Attempting. He went for the springboard. And Young stopped him in mid-move. And Styles came crashing down across that top steel cable.
That was his throat. It looked like his throat caught that top rope.
This is the X Division at its best.
Well, let's take another look Oh, the impact of Styles crashing down, neck and throat first across that top rope, and then the follow-up move, the acai moonsault, the trademark move of the Ultimo Dragon, hit by David Young, and now Young takes Styles, rolls him back into the ring, goes for the cover. 1, 2, and Styles barely got the shoulder up that time.
David Young is the biggest guy that we've seen in the X Division thus far.
What is the story with Bobcat at ringside on her cell phone?
I have no idea. I mean, she's nice to look at and all, but when these guys are in the ring, I can't help but watch the guys. You know, I mean, which is a lot coming from me.
Well, that's what this division is about.
What a battle between these two. The exchange of punches. Attempted a German suplex. Styles, incredible balance, lands on his feet.
You know, last week, Mike, she did the same thing when he fought Apollo.
She just doesn't pay attention to what David's doing in there. That doesn't matter. We'll do that for her.
The standing switches, the reversals, the counters. The go behind now by Young. Sends him back first into the turnbuckles. Now keep in mind that David Young uses several variations of the spine buster as his finishing hold. Styles rolled up, crumpled deep in the corner, but only a 2 count from Young. We're gonna take another look at this.
Oh, you've got to see this. Watch this. Oh, man. David Young has been very, very impressive today.
And back to live action where Young just sent Styles again back first into the corner post.
As I said before, David Young, probably the largest competitor we've seen thus far in the X Division, but it's not about weight class, it's not about limits, it's about no limits, as you say every week, Mike.
And out of the crucifix, there we go. Takedown, gets 2 and only 2. Young able to kick out, still has the strength. Roll through.
I swear, AJ Styles invents 4 or 5 new moves every match.
Went for the enziguri. Countered by Young. Oh, man! Yeah, no counter for that. That was the enziguri, delivered with authority to the back of the head.
Styles didn't see it coming.
2. Oh. Got the shoulder up again. Do you believe it?
David Young, very smart here, going for the constant covers, going for, what is her story? As I was saying, David Young going for the quick covers, going for the pins. He knows he's got everything to gain in this match. AJ Styles has got to keep that championship, and David Young knows this could make his entire career a win here tonight.
Figure 4 head scissors now neutralizing AJ Styles. Styles trying to fight out.
Weakening, that move, the figure 4 head scissors, will weaken the neck severely. And it also, if applied correctly, it could cut off the flow of oxygen.
The beauty is we get to see this every Wednesday night. Same time, same place on pay-per-view. Every Wednesday night. And the X Division is something that the NWA has just turned into the greatest thing ever. Oh, man.
Power slam. AJ Styles down on his back.
2. Again, only 2. I'm not sure.
How does he do it? We saw Jerry Lynn almost get him, what, 9, 10 times last week?
Yeah, just incredible determination on the part of AJ Styles. In his first title defense, the X Division Championship.
Right down on the back of the neck.
On top of the head. 1, 2, that should... Did he get... just that much.
How does he do it?
Barely escaped.
David Young is impressive tonight.
David Young realizes that he has the opportunity to make history, that he has the opportunity to win the X Division Championship, to become such a vital part of the NWA TNA.
You know, as you were saying before, Don, we saw AJ Styles kick out of 10, 11, 12. Who knows how many pin attempts by Jerry Lynn? But also don't forget, Jerry Lynn did the exact same thing. Just AJ kicked out of 1 more than Jerry.
Super kick. Last-ditch effort by Styles, connected. Does he have the strength to regroup and mount any kind of an offense? Goes for a cover. Hook of the leg. Gets 2 and...
I swear I could watch AJ Styles wrestle every single week.
AJ's got him up on his feet. AJ knows now he's got a little bit of an advantage. He's got to hang on to it.
Styles springs up.
Oh! Reversal!
Over. Yeah! Oh, the inverted DDT by Styles.
How does a guy like AJ Styles do it? Come out here week after week after week, put his body through such incredible torture, and yet keep coming back for more. 2.
Again, another near fall. Incredible series of near falls in this match.
What could be so important for Bobcat to be on the phone during the greatest match of the night?
I have no idea because my phone has not rung all night, so I know she's not talking to me.
Off the knife edge chop. Styles sends Young in. Back body drop. Styles continuing the offensive.
Looking to capitalize on another reversal by Young. Very smart. Go behind by Styles.
Series of kicks. Able to avoid the one kick, the spinning roundhouse, but didn't avoid the knife edge chop.
You get to see so much in this division that you just don't see in any other match.
AJ.
Full Nelson. Gonna try and take him over. There's the spine buster we talked about earlier. That's his finishing move.
David Young has got one of the most impressive spine busters in this business, just shy of Arn Anderson.
On the verge of a title change here. One, two, and...
How does he keep getting out of it?
That was David Young's finishing hold, the spine buster.
And don't forget the brain buster earlier. All the punishment to AJ's neck. How did he kick out of that spine buster? What's this here? David Young's got him up top.
Blocked.
Blocked? How does he do that?
The hurricane run off the top. It's blocked.
What does he do?
He comes back with the Styles clash. The tarantula dropped into the pedigree. One, two, three.
It's over.
The winner of the match, and still X Division champion, AJ Styles.
Members of the NFL's Tennessee Titans look on approvingly from ringside. The championship belt is handed back to AJ Styles. AJ Styles has done it. The Styles clash proves the difference. And David Young, well, now look at this.
She thinks this is all for her. She thinks that David Young...
All right, AJ. Get her ass out of the way. Get her ass out of the way.
She thinks David Young's her warm-up act.
What in the world?
You talk about somebody that loves the spotlight, loves to hog the spotlight. She's oblivious to the fact that her man David Young just lost this match, just lost one of the most incredible hard-fought contests.
Let's go back to take a look at this finish. The Styles clash from the second rope, bang! Down, and that was all she wrote for David Young. Hell of an effort by David Young tonight, but just not enough to get the job done, and AJ Styles is still our X Division champion.
What is Bobcat's deal?
And now let's take it back to Goldie backstage.
Hey everyone, I'm here tonight with the Rainbow Express.
We're not interested in you. However, you may be interested to know we know of a place where we can get this mop of yours fixed. Hoofa!
Oh, wow. Anyway, as I was saying, Joel, as you know, Harris and Storm were injured today, and we're just kind of wondering...
I have to confess not to have heard a single solitary word that you just said. I'm so taken aback by your beauty. Goldilocks, how come life has to be so damn complicated? Like at the airport, all my toys getting confiscated. You had a question?
Yeah, I was wondering who tonight you're going to have the Rainbow Express wrestle.
Yeah, well, seeing as though every tag team has either been beaten or is unable to compete, the Rainbow Express get not only the night off, but the NWA World Tag Team titles. And as for who we're wrestling, I think I might wrestle you. Maybe a little go behind or belly to back.
Wow.
You see, we're not going out for a confrontation, we're going out for a coronation, because it's my interpretation that the NWA rules and regulations state that if the tag teams have all been beat or are unable to compete, we are the champions. So again, Harrison Storm last week may have slipped in the back door, but in the end, like I said, we are the champions, my friend.
Gross!
Well, I guess that wraps it up here.
The following contest is for the NWA Tag Team Championships of the World. About to make their way to the ring, being led by Joel Gertner, Lenny, and Bruce, the Rainbow Express.
Well, in the mind of Joel Gertner, he feels that the Rainbow Express have a walkover here. that they're just going to be handed the NWA World Tag Team Championship belts, but I haven't heard any official ruling.
Well, I haven't either. Oh, you haven't? You mean your buddies in the back haven't been buzzing in your ear and giving you all the inside scoop? Well, it's nice to know we're on the same playing field. But I'm dying to find out what this is all about, too. You know, if there isn't another team for them to face, I say give it to them. They deserve it. And I know that's going to anger you, Don.
Well, you know, I think Jeremy Borash has an explanation. Take it, JB.
The NWA has ruled that they must have opponents for this finals match.
What?
So introducing their opponents from Minneapolis, Minnesota, weighing in at 220 pounds, Jerry Lynn and his tag team partner, AJ Styles.
You're kidding! You're kidding!
You have got to be kidding me. He just worked an unbelievable matchup.
Remember earlier, Jerry Lynn went to the NWA Vice President, Bill Behrens. He told him that he had a partner. But who would have ever thought that it would have been AJ Styles, the X Division champion?
And just think about this. Last week, we saw these two come down to the end, trading pinfall attempt after pinfall attempt. The respect that they must have for each other is unbelievable to now team up and go for the tag team gold.
Obviously all about mutual respect, but keep in mind that AJ Styles was just in a very hard-fought contest against David Young.
I know it, but you know what, though? Everybody has thought about what it'd be like to see these two guys together after last week's match.
Well, does AJ have anything left? That's what we're going to find out right now. I know last week we saw an unbelievable performance by him.
Yes!
In the round-robin match, but AJ just had some horrendous damage done to his back. I mean, you can see him in the ring. I don't know if you're looking, but he is just absolutely in a lot of pain. Jerry Lynn right now, he's trying to keep it together outside the ring for his team, and here comes AJ!
Oh, great twisting move into a cross body.
These guys are unbelievable.
By Styles as he crashes into both members of the Rainbow Express.
Let's go back to it.
Look at this.
Jerry holding them outside the ring. Here comes AJ, catches them both. But AJ, you got to believe he didn't do himself any favors with that. And he's already hurt his back. And again, into the boundary there. AJ again crumpled up outside the ring. Jerry's got to carry it in the ring for a while here. Give him a chance to breathe.
Jerry's got so much to prove after last week.
I don't think Jerry's got anything to prove. I think Jerry proved to the whole world that he is one of the top competitors in this business.
The standing switch that time as Jerry Lynn is ready. And then the tilt-a-whirl head scissors takeover by Lynn.
That's just it. We're not going to need AJ Styles in this match. Jerry Lynn is that good.
Drop toe hold. Lenny goes face first into the corner, and here comes Jerry Lynn. Puts on the brakes and puts the boots to Lenny.
And don't forget, this is the final in the Tag Team Championship Tournament. The winner of this match.
Sad part is Lenny probably likes that.
And what about Bruce?
You're right, this is the finals. The winner of this match to be crowned NWA World Tag Team Champions. Now Jerry Lynn set for a high-risk move. Joel Gertner at ringside hooking the leg of Jerry Lynn, and just that momentary distraction
That's all it takes.
Lenny to go back on the offensive.
That is all it takes sometimes. Just a split second, a fraction of a second is all it takes. That could be the difference between victory and bitter defeat.
Dude, we gotta see this every match.
Will you please concentrate on what's going on in the ring?
And they proved to everybody how good they really are. We see it. We know how good they are. We just don't even see that crap out here.
Bruce hooks the leg and gets a 2 count on Lynn.
A tag is a tag is a tag. If one guy comes out and the other one comes in, then it's a tag. However they want to do it.
In the corner of the elevation, Lynn goes over to the ring apron. Exchanging punches, and with Bruce's neck extended across that middle rope, Jerry Lynn just hit the leg drop. Back into the ring. Cover, and a 2 count. I think it's smart that Jerry Lynn is carrying the offensive load here for the team of Lynn and AJ Styles.
Absolutely. AJ needs all the time he can get. Nothing against AJ Styles, but we saw the war he was just in. Now he's been tagged in. He's had a few minutes to try and catch his breath, but has it been enough? Does he have any gas left? Let's find out.
I'm telling you, he's Superman, Batman, and Spider-Man all rolled up into one.
Off the spinning kick.
But did you guys catch it? When he came down from that, he came down right on the back of his neck. He's doing himself no favors in there. Very smart. Tag Jerry in. He's still relatively fresh. AJ, rest up, buddy. Get outside the ring, rest that back.
Keep in mind, too, the Rainbow Express have already gone a match today. So it's pretty even footing as far as I see it.
Well, Jerry Lynn then would be the freshest man altogether in that ring, which is important, and that's why he's going to have to carry a lot of this here. Down to the
variation of the Bulldog off the middle rope. Lynn goes for the pin, broken up by Lenny.
What do you think Joel Gertner is thinking right now? He must be absolutely beside himself. He thought they were going to be handed the tag team championship. You don't get handed a tag team championship. You don't get handed any championship. You've got to earn it.
And obviously, Wildcat Chris Harris and the Tennessee Cowboy James Storm unable to compete in this matchup. And Styles and Lynn taking the place of the team of Harris and Storm. The low blow by Bruce and turns things over to Lenny.
Yeah, I'm still curious as to what happened to Harrison Storm. Who did that to them? Because this could have been their night. This could have been the night that made them forever, put them in the books in this business. And now,
2 count.
And now they just won a match tonight.
Jerry Lynn is something else. Oh!
Went for the
Just
drop
as
kick.
I say that.
Could it be the Tiger Tamer? There it is.
Got it. Tiger Tamer applied in the middle of the ring.
I hate to admit it, but you know what? The Rainbow Express would be befitting champs. They've earned it.
Absolutely. They've got the continuity. They've got the teamwork. They've got the look. They've got... Oh!
Tremendous impact of the clothesline. Able to break up the Tiger Tamer.
I'm sure AJ felt that all the way down his spine, too.
No tag. Bruce in the ring illegally behind the back of the referee.
If the referee didn't see it, it's legal.
AJ's like Ken Shamrock. He just got something inside him that you and I just
Off
don't
the
have.
slam, the 2 count.
Speak for yourself, West. I could be in there. I would tough it out if I was that guy.
Wake him up, Mike. Wake him up.
He's dreaming.
I am not dreaming. You guys don't know how tough I am.
Well, there you go, your favorite tag.
I can't even comment about it anymore, Mike.
I was going to say, what happened? Are you asleep, Don? You didn't just scream and cry.
It's just redundant.
In the air, attempt at the vertical suplex.
The longer he holds him up there, the worse it is on the way down.
Blood rushing to the head of Jerry Lynn.
Look at this.
I'll tell you what.
This is a display of strength right here. This is Lenny showing, they're showing the world they are deserving of being the tag team champions.
You know, they're also showing that they could be worthy of being in the X division also.
Absolutely, and how would that turn things upside down?
1, 2, and
yes.
Again, another 2 count.
Oh, I'm so sick of the primping tonight.
I don't see primping, I see wrestling.
Lenny back to the attack on Jerry Lynn, and a shot for AJ
Oh,
Styles.
AJ off
well.
the apron.
AJ Styles in trouble.
I mean, AJ
favoring his back on the arena floor.
I said it before, how does a guy like AJ do it every week, every night sometimes? How does he continue to do it? And I think that with the added pressure of now being the X Division champion, we might see some cracks in his armor.
Oh!
Out of the corner of the ring. And Bruce able to kick out at 2. We go behind, attempted a German, the standing switch now by Lynn. Able to shove him off, and instead of going for the suplex, catches him with a pair of right hands to the head. The duck of the clothesline. Bruce springs back. Gonna try a pin attempt here off the sunset,
Trying to
but
get him down.
fights it. Drop it. 1, 2, the reversal. 2. And again, both of these teams on the verge of victory and winning the NWA World Tag Team Championship belts.
Jerry Lynn has pretty much done this whole thing tonight on his own. Oh, God!
You can't.
Oh, man!
AJ has been a critical factor in this match.
Another 2 count in. Shoulder up by Lynn.
He's picked his shots. He's done it very intelligently, but also he hasn't done himself any favors. If you just look at AJ's face, you can see the pain. But look at Jerry Lynn. Jerry Lynn's on his way to AJ Street right now as far as being in pain, as far as being hurt. They're starting to work Jerry Lynn's back.
AJ Styles fires up this crowd, trying to get Jerry Lynn to make his way to the corner, trying to break that reverse chin lock from Bruce.
He's got the figure 4 around the head. He's working that neck. Are you going to complain about this too, Don?
No,
are we
buddy,
done with
this
that
is
now?
a great match. Great match.
Good, I'm glad to hear that.
I hate agreeing with Mike.
You know, at this point, Jerry Lynn has been in this contest, what would you say, guys, 90% of the match?
Easily.
Absolutely.
AJ's had some key spots here and there, but it's been 90% Jerry.
You know what? AJ's getting his breath.
AJ Styles now with a chance to regroup.
Yeah, but the key is Jerry Lynn's going to have to make it over to that corner and reach his partner for the tag. He can catch his breath all he wants. If Jerry Lynn gets pinned, it's over, baby. AJ can't do nothing about it.
He doesn't even know where AJ is. He's reaching out to the other side. He doesn't even know where he is.
He just knows he's got to get out of this. He's got to get to a rope. He's got to get to his partner. He's got to do something to break out of this hole, or else he's going to watch the Rainbow Express walk away with these tag team belts that are sitting right in front of us.
They are something else. In every sense of the word, they're something else.
Well, you think of the history behind these belts, and now one of these two teams is going to walk out of here. Missed elbow attempt. One of these teams is going to walk out of here with these belts around their waist.
Well, Bruce motioning to the crowd. And he's got the move now on Jerry Lynn. Takes him up for either a pile driver or a power bomb, but Lynn able to fight it off.
Crowd's behind Lynn,
Going for it again.
Takes him up.
Oh, yes!
Attempted the power bomb.
Spun out. He's signaling for it.
Cradle pile driver.
He's got it.
Reversed into a back body drop.
And there's a cover.
Roll up by Lynn. Gets 1,
Two.
2.
I thought we had it right there.
All these guys are great.
Float over by Lynn. Inverted DDT.
Yes.
Look at Gertner. He's beside himself out there.
Referee putting in the count. Both Bruce and Jerry Lynn.
You've got to get to AJ. You have got to get to AJ. It's time for it.
Both men need to tag their partners. And look, AJ looks ready. He either looks ready or he looks like he doesn't care if he's ready or not. He's going to come in here if he can get this tag, and he wants to make the difference here. Can Jerry reach him? Jerry's got him.
Tag.
Oh, man.
Styles. Series of clotheslines. Just rock Lenny. By Styles.
That's your X-Division champion, people.
1, 2. Broken up by Bruce.
That is your X-Division champion.
You could just feel the impact from every shot AJ was throwing out. But you know, you got to give props to the Rainbow Express. They're still coming back for more. They're not laying down. They've been in the driver's seat for a lot of this match now.
Hey, I noticed they didn't even do the old kiss tag here the last 2 times. Beyond that now.
Well, maybe we missed it. Oh, face first to the mat. Cover 1, 2.
Broken up by Lynn. Desperation move by Lynn prevented the Rainbow Express from winning the NWA tag belt.
Going for it again.
Cradle pile driver on the way.
Does he have it?
Got it. Spiked him with the cradle pile driver.
Here it comes.
Now Bruce. And Lenny.
Both men outside the ring.
Bruce and Jerry Lynn.
AJ's going
AJ
up.
on top.
Yeah!
Spiral tap. Spiral tap off the top. 2.
It's over. It's over.
The winners of the match
They did it.
and new NWA Tag Team Champions of the World, AJ Styles and Jerry Lynn.
How about that? The celebration is on. New NWA World Tag Team Champions. AJ Styles and Jerry Lynn. AJ Styles now adds the Tag Team Championship belt to his X Division title.
I mean, Jerry Lynn put on an unbelievable effort, but how does AJ Styles do it? How does he do it?
AJ Styles is a double goal holder, and now let's take the note here. That spiral tap has added another belt to AJ Styles' mantle and put one on Jerry Lynn's mantle as well.
That's right. You're sharing that one with Jerry. You are sharing that one. Because if it wasn't for Jerry Lynn, they wouldn't have done it.
And
Look
there
at that
it is.
respect.
That's the mutual respect that we talked about earlier between these two competitors. We didn't even have any idea that they would be involved in this, and they didn't either. But they pull it out, and and the Rainbow Express, who thought they were going to have a walkover, who thought they were going to be handed the belts on a silver platter, instead lose the gold to AJ Styles and Jerry Lynn. What an accomplishment for AJ Styles. Think about what he went through tonight in the X Division title match, as well as in this tag team tournament final.
Like I said, if I hadn't been watching it, I'd swear I was reading a comic book. He's that incredible.
AJ and Jerry Lynn, two of the most phenomenal. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Something's going on in the back.
Hey, they're telling me
Let's send it to Goldie in the back.
What is this?
Don't tell me it's Harrison Storm.
Go get the EMTs. Lulu, try to get that off.
Oh my God.
Lulu, go get that. Go get the knife.
President Jim Miller. Oh my God. This is the craziest night. I don't even know where to go from here. I have no idea. It's just whatever.
That was NWA President Jim Miller tied up in the back.
I recognize that gut anywhere. Who did that to him?
Oh, let's take a look at the highlights as we head into our main event tag match. K-Crush, Brian Christopher will be joined in a tag team match. K-Crush and Jeff Jarrett against Christopher and Scott Hall.
That is going to be off the hook right today, and I'll tell you why. Wait, look at this. Tell me that's not an athlete. Oh, that's what I like to see. K-Crush getting fired up. Now we're going to see what an athlete can do. Now we're going to see. What is this?
Hermie Sadler on one side, Sterling Marlin on the other.
K-Crush is trapped.
And K-Crush in the middle.
Let's go a little personal payback right there, Ed.
K-Crush is going to be singing soprano. Thanks for that little twerk, Hermie Sadler.
He's got the goggles.
Get up, K-Crush, get up.
Goggles are in place.
Let's get this thing started.
Let's see who the best man is. To the ropes. Jarrett able to slide through the legs. Comes to his feet and connected with a drop kick. Jarrett quickly back up and another drop kick, and Hall is down again.
What is this? What is this?
That's Toby Keith in the ring.
What is he?
That's the great equalizer is what that is.
That's a great disqualification.
Double team move on Jarrett.
Oh, he is pumped up now, buddy.
He's going to try to take him up in the edge.
If he
He's got it up on his shoulders. K-Crush from the back. He broke up.
Now this is what I call turnabout being fair play.
Oh, yeah.
What is this? Brian Christopher and K-Crush outside the ring.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is your NWA Total Nonstop Action main event of the evening. About to make his way to the ring from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 252 pounds, K-Crush.
And of course, K-Crush will be involved next week on this program. Going one-on-one with NASCAR's Hermie Sadler, but before that, he's got a very important tag team match tonight.
Absolutely. K-Crush and Jeff Jarrett tonight against Scott Hall, Brian Christopher, and as I said before, we're going to see a little vengeance tonight.
For 2 weeks, this is boiled over. For 2 solid weeks. Tonight it's coming to a head.
Let's go back to Jeremy.
And his tag team partner from Music City, USA, weighing in at 238 pounds, Jeff Jarrett.
Why is it that I think of Jeff Jarrett when we saw what went on in the back involving NWA President Jim Miller? I'm just thinking the physical confrontation that we saw out here earlier tonight when he backed Jarrett down, and you know Jarrett doesn't like that, and Jarrett doesn't forget.
Well, I don't know why you thought of Jeff Jarrett, Mike, today, because Jim Miller did back down Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett was very respectful. He backed away, and it was not a physical confrontation because Jarrett walked away. He's a gentleman, and he walked away from a confrontation.
That is hogwash. I would put nothing past Jeff Jarrett. Nothing.
And their tag team opponents from Memphis, Tennessee, weighing in at 232 pounds, Brian Christopher.
Well, we have seen that Brian Christopher and K-Crush have had their problems over the course of the past couple of weeks. Now, Christopher to join forces with the outlaw Scott Hall in this tag team main event.
I can't wait to see Jeff Jarrett and K-Crush get a little vengeance tonight.
There he is.
He's such a hot dog. I can't stand that
He's
guy.
a showman, baby. He's a showman.
He's a hot dog. We've been through this already, Wes.
So what? The crowd loves him.
And his tag team partner, weighing in at 252 pounds, this is Scott Hall.
We are going to settle this once and for all.
The bad blood that has been boiling between these four individuals for the past couple of weeks is ready to come to a head. Our main event tag team matchup, Hall and Christopher against Jarrett and they jumpstart the match.
What a smash to Jarrett's face.
K-Crush outside. Jarrett's out. Everybody's out.
I'm telling you, man, Scott Hall's going to make quick work of this.
All four men in the battle outside the ring. We see Christopher and K-Crush as well as Hall and Jarrett. And now look, Hall and Jarrett in the crowd.
I love it. And the crowd loves it.
Everybody's in the crowd.
Christopher's
Hell, I'm going to go out in the crowd and call this thing.
Christopher just threw K-Crush over the safety rail as we see Hall and Jarrett go to the back of the building.
I mean, every one of these
They're with the
thousands
dancers.
Thousands and thousands of these screaming fans are sick of Jarrett's mouth just like we are.
Speak for yourself, Don. I'm looking to see Jarrett and K-Crush get a little vengeance tonight. I said it before, and that's what I want to see.
They're in the TNA Dancers cage.
I love it.
I hope those things are built strong.
Look at this.
Scott Hall jacking the jaw.
Oh, my God.
A series of right hands.
Scott Hall and Brian Christopher are putting on a show here tonight. I mean, they came out wanting it.
Look at all these people. Look at all these people that these guys are wading through on their way back to the ring. Unceremoniously dumped over the barrier to ringside.
Sometimes you just bite off a little bit more than you can chew.
Both Hall and Christopher want to take it, but look out! Right here at the table.
Easy.
Scott Hall just threw Jeff Jarrett right into the broadcast table. Meanwhile, in the ring, Christopher with the back body drop on K-Crush.
Okay, done. It's all right, buddy. You could do it, Jeff. You could do it. We're pulling for you, man. All three of us are pulling for you, Jeff.
Speak for yourself, Ferrara.
All right, Scott.
Easy.
Oh, do it right here in front of everybody.
Right, look at Christopher in the ring. He's got the goggles in place.
Here it goes.
He went for the hip-hop drop, and all he caught was canvas.
And I don't know if anybody's aware of it, but we've still got Jeff Jarrett laid out on our announce table.
He can't even get off of it yet, gang. I'm telling you, Scott Hall is on a mission tonight. Look at this.
Don't count out Jarrett and Crush just yet. Don't count them out.
Oh, my God.
Slam from Hall, and Jarrett with a miraculous recovery gets off the broadcaster's table, and of course,
Jarrett, one of the wiliest competitors in the business.
One of them from behind.
One of the wiliest competitors in the business. Jarrett was playing possum here. You saw him when he got off. He was like a cat when he got into that ring.
No!
Look at the fire on Jarrett. I told you, he's got something to prove tonight, just like K-Crush does. There's a lot. Tonight's a night of reckoning for Jarrett and K-Crush.
Scott Hall should have finished him right here on the announce table, Mike.
And now he may have a chance in the corner. The clothesline, the lariat by Scott Hall, as you saw the neck of Jeff Jarrett snap back. Turns things over to his tag partner, Brian Christopher, and out of the corner mount. Raining down those right hands.
Hot dog.
It's incredible.
Brian Christopher with a little celebration now out of the... The sudden stop in the corner as Christopher attempted to squash Jarrett, but instead went crotch first into the middle turnbuckle.
Because he took the time to hot dog him. Caught K-Crush on the apron.
Caught him sleeping on the apron and nailed him with a right hand.
Another couple of right hands like that, he'll be sleeping on the mats.
Jarrett sent Scott Hall into the ropes, and Scott Hall went crashing into his own tag partner, Brian Christopher, down on the floor.
Everybody's down. Jarrett's down. The only one who's up is K-Crush. Jarrett staggering over. He's got the tag. K-Crush making his way in via the top rope. Hall staggers to his feet, turns around.
Oh! Missile drop kick off the top by K-Crush. Can he put Hall away?
Man, this K-Crush is athletic.
Doesn't
he
go
is
for the pin.
athletic.
Did not go for the pin.
Like I told you, this is about vengeance. This is about retribution. K-Crush is looking to hurt Brian Christopher.
Now he
and
goes
Scott
for the
Hall,
cover.
and so's Jeff Jarrett.
1, 2, and only 2.
I guarantee you Jarrett wants K-Crush to hurt him out there for a little while.
Absolutely. Soften him up, weaken him a little bit, and then let Jeff come in and finish him off. That's what Jarrett wants. Jarrett will return the favor and do the same with Christopher for K-Crush.
The right hands from Jarrett were right on the mark. Scott Hall in trouble.
Man, this crowd hates him.
Who are you talking about?
Jeff Jarrett.
To the ropes. Oh, telegraphed the back body drop. Neck breaker by Jarrett. 2 count.
There's a tag. See, we're seeing some continuity there between Jarrett and K-Crush.
I mean, those two have ticked off all the NASCAR fans. They've ticked off all the country western fans. Who else is there left?
I don't think they care about ticking off any fans. I think they're in there to get a job done tonight. And that job is to take care of Brian Christopher and take care of Scott Hall.
Scott Hall is
cover here. K-Crush on Hall and another 2 count.
Check it out, guys. They very effectively cut off the ring on Scott Hall. He needs to make that tag to Brian Christopher, but it ain't gonna happen. Jarrett's on the top rope.
Oh! Hits the crossbody.
Roll through.
The momentum rolls through 2 and
that was on autopilot. Had to be.
Gets to
Cover.
his feet. Cutting clothesline and another 2 count. Frustration evident on the face of Jarrett, screaming at referee Scott Armstrong because of only a 2 count. Christopher asking for the tag from Scott Hall, but Scott Hall appears to be out on his feet.
It's just not the same Scott Hall we saw 5 minutes ago.
Well, that's because Scott Hall has been beaten for the past 5 minutes.
Right.
He's digging deep here, though. Jarrett reverses it, catches him in the sleeper.
Sleeper hold applied by Jarrett.
Scott Hall already weakened, already winded. Now this could spell defeat for Scott Hall and Brian Christopher. This is all they need. Cut off that flow of blood to the brain. Cut off the flow of oxygen. Scott Hall is going to be out, and this is going to be over.
Come on, Scott.
The great equalizer, the sleeper hold by Jarrett.
Reverse.
There it is.
Hall able to shove him off into the ropes. Sleeper, jawbreaker by Jarrett, breaks up the sleeper attempt.
Again, Jarrett.
Oh, backdrop suplex by Jarrett.
Jarrett, one of the most wily players in the game, the true thinking man's wrestler. He's not the biggest guy in the world, but he is definitely one of the smartest, dirtiest, cleverest, sneakiest wrestlers working today. And I have got to say, hats off to him for it.
This match has rivaled any of the X Division matches we've seen thus far.
We have got to see one of these guys have got to make a tag. I'm hoping it's Jarrett. Jarrett's got to get over to K-Crush. They're both out.
Referee's at 9.
Jarrett reaching for the tag, reaching for the tag.
He doesn't even know where he's at.
Oh! Brian Christopher, he's got K-Crush by the hair. Scott Armstrong.
What's going on here?
But look, Scott Hall is reaching for the tag. Christopher doesn't realize it. He's arguing with the referee. He's not there for Scott Hall. Oh!
Oh, it was so important for Scott Hall to get the fresh man Brian Christopher into this match. K-Crush off the rope. Oh, hits the axe kick to the back of the head.
Scott Hall does not have it in him right now to face a fresh K-Crush. He has got to get to his partner. There is no way he can hold him off.
See, the thing is, you're all high on Brian Christopher. He's over there hot dogging, showing up, grabbing K-Crush, being cute, grabbing him by the braids. He should have been in the corner for his partner where he belonged.
Reverse chin lock by K-Crush on a very weakened Scott Hall.
What in the world? Look at that. Look at his face.
Picture tells 1,000 words.
The strategy by Jarrett and K-Crush as far as cutting off the ring has worked to perfection.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Hall digs down deep.
Come on. We've seen it tonight with Shamrock digging down. We've seen it tonight with AJ Styles, and now Scott Hall. What incredible performances in the last few matches.
This is a good old-fashioned grudge match. These four guys just do not like each other, and none of them wants to let the other team win.
Who's going to make the tag?
Christopher's got to get in this match.
Hall reaching out. K-Crush. K-Crush has tagged Jarrett in.
Jarrett's in, cuts him off.
And now they double team. To the ropes goes Hall. Able to avoid the clothesline. Comes back with a dual clothesline. Down goes Jarrett, down goes K-Crush. Reach back and make the tag.
There's no quit in this guy. There is absolutely no quit.
Brian Christopher trying to get the crowd to rally behind Scott Hall, give him that extra push over the edge so he can make it to the corner and make that tag.
We got to get him in there.
Scott Hall getting up, Christopher reaching for it.
He's just inches away. He's inches away.
All he's got to do is tag him. Just look, tag him. What's?
Oh, what?
What? Oh! What the hell's going on here?
What the hell is that? Brian Christopher just hit his own partner, Scott Hall.
Did Scott Hall say something to Christopher?
Oh, the atomic
ref is down.
Jarrett collides with the referee.
Scott Hall's being there by himself, obviously. Christopher.
Oh, Christopher takes one.
Yeah.
Scott Hall's a one-man gang. Fighting up Jarrett. K-Crush knocked down his own partner, Christopher. Brought him back into the ring.
This is what I like to see. Remember what I said about vengeance?
It looks like Scott Hall's getting him somebody on all three of them and his Benedict Arnold of a partner.
Here comes the edge.
Is this going to be it? Can he get it?
On K-Crush.
Come on, guys. Somebody help Crush. Somebody help him.
That's it.
Here's the edge. Scott Hall just hit it on K-Crush.
But Jarrett's up. Jarrett's behind him.
Come on, Jeff Jarrett.
No referee to make the pin count.
Boo-hoo.
It's 3-on-1 out there, Ed. It's 3-on-1.
It's about time it's 3-on-1 against Scott Hall. He doesn't have his buddy Toby Keith out there to watch his back.
Oh, man.
And Christopher breaks up the attempt at the edge. And there's the stroke. Face first to the mat by Jarrett. Oh, no.
Christopher's going up.
This is wrong.
Oh, come on.
He's got the goggles. Look at the look on his face.
I have never hated a wrestler as bad as I do him tonight. Turning on his partner.
Hip-hop drop on Hall.
Referee
Jarrett
staggers
cover.
over.
Yeah.
2.
What is this prove? What is this prove?
It proves don't screw with Jeff Jarrett.
It proves nothing. It proves Jeff Jarrett is as big a snake as we thought he was.
I don't know why
Christopher.
You're talking about even a bigger snake.
I don't know why he did it, but you know what? I'm glad he did. It's about time Scott Hall got a little taste of his own medicine without his buddy Toby Keith out here to help him.
That was disgraceful.
That was beautiful. That was an absolutely beautiful display of teamwork. 3-man teamwork. I can't wait to get the story on this and find out exactly why. Did Scott Hall say something to Brian Christopher when they were in the corner that made him hit him?
What is the deal here?
Wait a minute. Jeff Jarrett's got a mic here. Maybe we're going to get some answers.
Scott Hall, I proved my point tonight. You ain't worth a shit.
Yeah.
I beat your ass in 95. I beat your ass in 97. I ran your ass out of WCW. The boys up north ran you off out of WWF. And I'm gonna single-handedly run you out of the NWA.
Oh, come on.
That's what I call retribution.
He's already had it.
No.
Oh,
you can never have enough.
This is wrong.
What does this prove?
Scott Hall, you're just like all the other legends in the NWA. You ain't worth a damn. Mike Tenay, you can take that to President Jim Miller. You can take that to Harley Race, Dory Funk, and all their traditions.
Wait a minute. That's the NWA TNA trophy. Jeff Jarrett's got the trophy.
Oh,
he's
man!
over the back of
smashed it on his head.
Jarrett,
you're wrong.
Enough is enough.
Get him off of here.
Stop this madman.
This guy is totally freaked out.
We're seeing a different side of Jeff Jarrett than we've seen in many years.
He's gone.
Scott Armstrong, the referee, is
Bring them all out here. You bring Toby Keith. Yeah, I'll put his ass on a stretcher too. You bring Sterling Marlin.
A stretcher is being brought from the back.
Personally, will whip the entire
Scott Hall hasn't
Titans
moved since that
offensive
trophy
line.
came down on the back of his head.
The look on the face of Scott Armstrong, our referee, said it all.
Scott
he
Hall,
realizes there's something seriously,
I'm running your ass clean out of NWA. If it's the last thing I do.
Too.
Jeff Jarrett's focused.
Boys up north ran you out of the NWO. I'm running you out of the NWA.
Focused on destruction.
Dropped an elbow onto the stretcher.
It's like.
Get him back. Get him out of here.
Somebody stop this
You can mark this down in your damn book. I got screwed the first night of TNA.
Damn right.
And I'll be damned if I'm ever gonna let that happen again.
That's why he did this. You're asking, why is he doing this? Why is he out of control? That's exactly
Toby
why.
Keith thinks he's got to fight with Peter Jennings.
To go just like everybody else.
I'll shove Peter Jennings up his ass. Scott Hall, don't you ever forget who did this to you.
Scott Hall being taken away from the arena here. Jarrett again.
What is going on?
Stretcher off the stage.
Damn you, Jarrett.
This guy is out of control.
When Jarrett's got a man on for you, you're damn sure going to find out.
Absolutely out of control is what he is.
I will prove once and for all that on the premiere episode, Jeff Jarrett should have walked out the NWA World Heavyweight Champion.
Scott Hall has been left battered and broken. Guys, we need to restore order here. I know it's difficult under the circumstances, but we need to remind you, ladies and gentlemen, that next week on this program, Ken Shamrock will defend the NWA World's Heavyweight title against Omori, the challenger from Japan. We will have a rankings match involving 6 top X Division wrestlers. We'll see the return of the Flying Elvises as well. It's all next week right here on the NWA.
Wait a minute. There's some.
Hermie Sadler.
Mike,
It's not stopping. Jarrett's still going out after Scott Hall. This is a wake-up call to everybody in the NWA. Everybody in TNA.
They got to ban this guy.
Next week.
No.